The US government believed he was one of the world's most dangerous terrorists, the inspiration behind plots there and in Britain. He was a senior figure in Al-Qaeda in Yemen, perhaps its most dangerous offshoot. But Anwar al-Awlaki was also an American citizen, and it was a US drone attack that killed him. Barack Obama called it another significant milestone in defeating Al-Qaeda. Our foreign affairs correspondent Jonathan Rugman reports.
It is important that we present the proper role models for ourselves to follow, for our children.
Anwar al-Awlaki was not only Al-Qaeda's most eloquent ideologue in English.
The person who's killing has no idea why he's killing.
But according to the Americans, he planned and directed attacks against the West. He was killed on President Obama's orders this morning by a pilotless drone like this one run by the CIA. Not in Pakistan or Afghanistan, but in Yemen. And how and where he died in the desert speaks volumes about how Al-Qaeda and combating it have changed in the decades since September the 11th.
The death of Alawki is a major blow to Al-Qaeda's most active operational affiliate. Alawki was the leader of external operations for Al-Qaeda in the Arabian Peninsula. In that role, he took the lead in planning and directing efforts to murder innocent Americans.
Yet Awlaki was born in America of Yemeni parents and at first condemned the 9/11 attacks. He was even invited to lunch at the Pentagon afterwards. But last year he was the first American added to the CIA hit list. He had been in email contact with this American soldier, accused of shooting 13 colleagues dead at Fort Hood in Texas. He's believed to have inspired the so-called underpants bomber who tried to blow up this passenger jet over Detroit on Christmas Day. And in this sermon, he took pride in both.
Our objective is to bring back Islam to life. We seek to remove the tyrannical and parasitical rulers of the Muslim world and replace them with men of God who know the difference between right and wrong, good and evil.
Awlaki came to the UK, giving lectures in Leicester and Birmingham. But by 2006 he was in jail, only briefly, and in Yemen, where his followers said he was given only Dickens novels to read. Last year, a copy of Great Expectations turned up next to a printer bomb intercepted in the UK.
From his remote base in Yemen, Al-Qaeda leader and US national Anwar al-Awlaki broadcasts propaganda and terrorist instruction in fluent English over the internet.
It was Awlaki videos which inspired the stabbing of the MP Stephen Timms, and he was linked to a plot to bomb British Airways planes. Either the wars in Iraq and Afghanistan had radicalised him, or he had been hiding his true feelings for years. Tonight, a Western intelligence official told me that Al-Qaeda's operational capability had been damaged to an extent that nobody could have imagined just a year ago. But though Awlaki is dead, his sermons are still freely available on the internet.
They followed their rabbis, they followed their priests, and they left.
Still, his death is surely a significant blow. First bin Laden and now Awlaki, in what is not, so far, Al-Qaeda's year.